Hey guys, how are we getting on today? So today's topic can be a bit of a touchy one for people. And it's talking about disruptions that happen within your life, especially when you're not prepared for them. So what I mean by that is I'm going to just kind of take you on a bit of a journey back to right back when I was a teenager. And that's when I had my first disruption in my life. So for me, the first disruption was basically my parents splitting up. It's something that happened. It's something I didn't expect. It's something that kind of really messed with my mind. It's something that kind of led me to believe that it was my fault that my parents split up at the time. And it kind of started me on a bit of a bad path. It kind of started me on a bad path in school, getting in trouble, not really caring about myself, not really caring about what I was doing, just getting in trouble all the time. So that was kind of the first disruption in my life. The second disruption, which was a huge one for me, was getting kicked out of home and not speaking to my mother for 3 years. So during that 3 years, no texts, no phone calls, no absolutely nothing. And thinking back now, it was horrible. It was a really tough experience to actually go through. So again, that was another disruption that happened in my life. And I didn't know how to deal with those things. It kind of really tore me apart. But luckily from now I was actually able to overcome that kind of stuff now, and I've got an incredible relationship with my mother now, and we're closer than ever. So that's kind of another disruption that I kind of went through, and kind of leading on from that, then that's kind of when I kind of ended up with depression, anxiety, kind of led on to a bit of a bad path, going into the abusive relationship, ended up being suicidal and stuff. So that kind of was a spin-off from that kind of stuff. So so that was another kind of really bad kind of time in my life. And I suppose kind of other parts then, when I was living in Australia, there was another disruption. I was married at the time over there. I had everything going for me, an amazing business that was absolutely thriving over there. I was living 5-minute walk to Bondi Beach. I was surfing all the time, enjoying the sunshine, the beach, had my dream motorbike, cruising around the place. So it was incredible. And within 3 months, I went from having that to moving from Bondi Beach to living in New York, to being back home after separating, spent every penny I had, and I was back living in my mother's house. And that was just 3 years ago. So that was another complete disruption in my life again. I was kind of really tore me apart, and I was thinking, Jesus, like it wasn't so long ago I was living in Bondi Beach and had everything going for me, and next minute it was all gone. And I'm back home living in my mother's house. And that was the last place I wanted to be, was living with my mother. You know, especially in my 30s, living back with my mother, that's not where I wanted to be. So really what kind of today's lesson is about is like knowing that in life we're going to have these disruptions. We're going to have times when things are going really well for us, but we're also going to have times when things can just completely get flipped around. We can get completely thrown on our back. But it's what we do when we're on our back that will determine how we're actually going to move forward. Now, at the start, when I was going through a lot of different things, I had no direction, I had no one to turn to, I had no support, I had no help, so I had no clue what to do with myself. But like over the last 8-9 years, whatever, since I've been studying personal development and really kind of strengthening my mindset on how to actually overcome these things, I've learned so many tricks and tips and tools and stuff like that, that when I had this last disruption of going from Bondi Beach to New York to back living in Cork, I was able to move forward pretty quick. And one of the biggest things that I've learned on moving forward is that time goes so fast that you're going to look back in a month, you're going to look back in 6 months and go, geez, where's that time gone? So, but you're also going to go look back and go, how far I've come or how far I've dropped down. Now we have that decision that we have to make ourselves there and then. Of course we can be upset, of course we can be down, of course we can feel like crap after when something happens. But we need to make that decision to say, do you know what? I'm not letting this drag me down. I know something better is going to come. And something better did come for me. And I've got an incredible relationship with my fiance at the moment. I have my stepson, who's amazing. I have my little girl, who's 1 year old. And if I didn't have that disruption in my life that completely dragged me down again, I wouldn't have all this joy that I have in my life right now at this moment. So it's amazing how your life can get disrupted and get flipped on your back, but it can also spin back around and pick you back up again. So that's what I kind of really wanted to share with you guys, that if you're going through a tough time at the moment, Just know time's going to move on pretty quick anyway. And you're going to be looking back. And it's what you decide to do today will determine what that journey looks like when you look back in 3, 6, 12 months time. So I just wanted you to say today is like, if you're feeling down, if you've been flipped on your back, and if you're going through a tough time right now, I want you to just say to yourself, do you feel you deserve this now? Or do you feel you deserve something better? Because I know for me, I felt like I deserved something better. I knew in my heart that I knew things were going to get better for me. And that's what's happening. Now I'm still going to go through my ups and downs and still going to have days where I feel like, am I doing the right thing? Am I moving forward properly? Just like anybody else. But when I do come to those things, I'll either take a step back a bit, or I'll say, okay, cool, what do I need to do now? I'll ask myself that question. I won't let it really hold me back. It might bring me down for a day or so, but I'll focus on picking myself up and moving forward. And that's what I want to say to you today, that you have it in you to pick yourself up, to move forward, to overcome those challenges that may be holding you back right now. And you deserve everything that you want to have. You deserve to be the person you truly want to be. And you don't let anybody else determine how you should feel. Don't let anybody else determine the person you want to be. Because this is your decision, this is your life, this is your journey. We only get one life. So why not strive to make the best of that? So if you're feeling down, you're feeling being dragged back, this is your opportunity and my chance just to say to you right now, you're allowed to pick yourself back up and to move forward. So guys, I hope that was helpful. Please feel free to share this video, like any questions at all, please feel free to reach out.